Hi there, boys and girls, and everybody outside and in between. So, something I've enjoyed doing for a while is every month I'll pick a theme and take some of my games that have to deal with that and just prominently display them. Just have a nice little featured games of the month. Now, does this mean that these games are going to get played in this month? No. But it's just something I enjoy doing, and I thought I would share it with you. Maybe you can tell me what you think about these games, or if you do anything similar. These are in no particular order, just however I happen to grab them. This month, we are doing
Games in Space!
So it's basically just any game that I have that happens to take place in space. Starting with Eminent Domain. This is a pretty fun little deck builder where basically you are trying to colonize planets faster than everyone, get resources from them, you trade those resources in for points, and whoever has the most at the end wins. Next is Eminent Domain Battle Cruisers. Set in the same universe as Eminent Domain, this is really interesting. So how this works is you and everyone else who's playing has the exact same deck of cards, but depending on when you play them, how you play them, you'll get different things accordingly. As far as a little filler to take 10, maybe 15 minutes, it's a lot of fun. Next, the absolute Mac Daddy of space opera games, Twilight Imperium IV Edition. I do not have much to say about this because unfortunately I have not played it yet, but I have heard nothing but good things, and I love the theme. I love how it's this sprawling 4X space opera, and it just seems so cool. I cannot wait until someday, eventually, this will get on my table. Following that, we have Onward to Venus, another one that I actually haven't played yet, but it sounded like a lot of fun. I dig this retro art style. Think of Fallout if you have any familiarity with the Fallout universe and the art style that is. So it's the future, but it's the future that the people in the 50s thought the future was going to look like, and I really dig it. Future retro, there's got to be a word for it. I don't know it. Next, a game that I have not only played, it is actually one of my favorites of all time. Probably my #1 favorite game right now, Terraforming Mars. I absolutely love Terraforming Mars. I've picked up 2 or 3 of the expansions for it, and every single time I play it, I find a new combination of things or a new strategy. Usually doesn't work, but it's always fun, always worth trying. And yeah, if you haven't played it, I cannot strongly enough recommend Terraforming Mars. I absolutely love it. Next is the game on this list that I've had for the longest time. This is actually one of the first games I got when I started board gaming, and that is Cosmic Encounter. You can see that this box is a little beat up. It's a little worse for the wear, and that's because this game survived an arson. That is a story for another time. But at its bare bones, this is a negotiation game, and you're trying to form colonies on other players' planets. And you'll have your own alien with your own technology, your own special abilities. I absolutely love this game. First time I played this with a couple of my friends, we played it for like 3 or 4 hours, just game after game after game after game. It has never been the same, and it is fun every single time. Following that is the newest game on the featured games this month, Dune Imperium. Have not been fortunate enough to get this on the table yet, but I am very excited. I am completely all about Dune. I've only read the first book so far, but I have all the rest, and we'll be getting to them eventually. It'll happen. Yeah, as soon as this hits the table, I don't want to be biased, but I feel like I'm going to love it. I have every confidence that this is going to be a very good game for me. Next is a bit of a hidden gem, one that I don't really hear talked about too much, but one that I absolutely adore. Gravwell, Escape from the Ninth Dimension. This was a birthday present that a friend got for me a number of years ago, and it is really, really fun. It's a very thinky game. A lot of planning, a lot of forward thinking goes into your turns on this game, because what you're doing is there's a gravwell and you're trying to get away from it as fast as possible, but you don't move the way you would normally move. You move towards whatever is closest to you. So you might end up moving backwards, you might end up slingshotting yourself forward, you might end up putting yourself in a position where someone else can capitalize on that. And you like kind of brain crunchy thinking about your turns for a while. If you like that in your games, then definitely Gravwell is right up your alley. And lastly, we have a space-themed version of a modern classic. I know that this game is credited with getting a lot of people into board gaming, myself included. I remember when my brother and I first learned about it, we would be playing on our Xbox because we didn't have the physical game. And now it takes place in space, and that is Katan Starfarers. Sadly, another one that has not made its way to my table yet, but I'm very excited for when it does. I know a lot of people have fallen out of love with Katan, and I get it. I haven't. I still really enjoy it. And it's my understanding that this is essentially the same, but in space, because you're still going to be collecting resources, you're still going to be trading, building, but there's also events. There's ice planets that you have to thaw out before you can terraform them and colonize them. And there are space pirates, and honestly, you don't have to sell me much harder on a game than just saying it has space pirates. Cool, I'm there, I'm into it, let's play. So, not yet played, but very excited. And now, time to organize. So there we have this month's featured games. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please get in the comments and let me know what you think of these games, if you've played any of them, what your favorite space games are or sci-fi games. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to let me know, like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.